All right, body weight training. The name of the game is no excuses, adapt and overcome, work with what you got. So we're gonna do that. When body weight training, there's three variables to consider. The first one is tempo, which just means how fast you do your movement. We're looking for quality. The second is mind-muscle connection. We really want to call on that muscle and create tension in our body when doing this movement. The third is isometrics. We're gonna mix this in. This basically means not moving, holding position for a designated amount of time. Now when doing this, the outline is simple. Whatever movement we do, we're gonna do it for 1 minute, and then we're gonna hold an isometric movement that's similar for 1 minute. If I'm doing this movement and I'm struggling, I keep going. I'm working against the clock. So if I'm doing a push-up and I get to a point where I can't do a push-up, that's fine. I keep doing a break, but the clock keeps going. And as we get better, as we adapt, it allows for us to progressively overload doing the same program. In a single leg squat, right? It's knee dominant. I'm gonna use something to give me feedback, a couple steps away from the couch, chair, whatever you use. So start with one leg, ankle, knee, hip, in a straight line. I'm going down under control. 1, 2, 3, up 1, switch, down, 1, 2, 3, up 1. If that's too difficult, use a higher surface. Switch, up 1, 1, 2, 3, up 1. Once I do that for a minute to the best of my ability, I'm going back to our wall, getting a nice stable base and holding that wall sit for 1 minute. The Hindu push-up, my setup is similar to any push-up, hands underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips. I'm stepping back. From here, I'm solid everywhere, creating tension in my body. Set up like this, kind of like a down dog. I'm coming in, breaking at the elbows, come all the way up, and repeat. So down, probably 1, 2, 3, reload on a 1. Down, 1, 2, 3, reload on 1. Down, 1, 2, 3, reload on 1. Once I finish that for 1 minute, I'm in a high plank, lift the leg, 1, 2, switch. 1, 2, switch. If that's too difficult, you can go low plank. All right, next I'm going split squat. This is a knee dominant movement. I'm gonna elevate my back foot. The key to this, ankle, knee, hip is in a straight line. Keep my chest up. I'm gonna drop my back knee down. Down, 1, 2, 3, up 1. If my knee goes way over my toe, I got two options. I can sit back more or move that front leg up a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 1. 30 seconds, switch. 1, 2, 3, 1. Core is engaged, 2, 3, 1. I should feel a good stretch. When I'm done, I'm just gonna hold the same movement for 30 seconds on each side. So go back to the front side, go down and hold. Now I'm coming back and switching. Go down and hold. If that's too difficult, I can do the same movement, just in a split position. 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 1. So the next movement is an inverted row. Right here I have a shovel from my garage. My bigger people in the world, you need love too. I would choose something sturdy like a shovel, a wooden broomstick. If you have a plastic broomstick, it might not work out too well for you. So ideally you want it to be 3 feet at least off the ground. If you have 2 chairs, that'll work as well. So my position is gonna be right underneath it. My chest is gonna be underneath the shovel. Arms are set shoulder width apart. I'm gonna lock my shoulders down and back, raise my hips up. The tempo is 1, 1, 2, 3. 1, 1, 2, 3. Once I do that to the best of my ability for a minute, up and hold, 1 minute, shoulders down and back. So the next movement is hip dominant. Setup is key. Lower scapula, lower shoulder blade on the couch. I can use my elbows to push in, but I'm not putting all my pressure on my elbows. So I'm here, single leg, just lift one leg in the air, up, squeeze, 90-degree angle, ankle, knee, hip in a line. Up, squeeze, 30 seconds, switch, 30 seconds, then 30-second hold on the left, 30-second hold on the right. That's lateral hand walks. Just another great shoulder exercise. I'm standing up or setting up in push-up position. Slight steps to the right, 1, 2, 3, to the left, excuse me. and then back to the right. Continuous for 1 minute. Create tension through the body, squeeze, 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 and hands stay underneath shoulders. So once I do that for a minute, then I'm gonna hold a down dog for 1 minute. Heels flat, I'm pushing my hands away from the body. My hands are firmly planted into the ground. 1 minute, 1 minute. A hip hinge. My setup is gonna be stand, nice athletic base, stand on one leg, ankle, knee, hip is in a straight line, slight bend in the knee I'm standing on. The back leg is straight, toe is dorsiflexed. I'm gonna bend, hit my hip, 1, 2, 3, come up on a 1 count. For 30 seconds, then I switch, ankle, knee, hip, straight line, 1, 2, 3, up on a 1 count. If I lose my balance, I need to tap, tap, reset. If that's too difficult, you can just put both feet down, hips back, hips forward. Hips back, hips forward. Once I've done my movement for 1 minute, then I'm gonna do my isometrics. So start on the same leg that I started on. I'm gonna go down, holding for 30 seconds. Then come up, switch, hold, 30 seconds. V-legs. So I'm gonna be laying flat on my back. I can put my hands underneath my lower back, underneath my butt. Legs are straight, all the way out, all the way in. Great work on my hips. Then in the middle, all the way out, all the way in. Then at the bottom, all the way out, all the way in. Then I'm going back to the middle, right on top, left on top, and then I'm going flutter kicks. So I get 10 each. I'm just continuing for that minute to the best of my ability. Then I'm flipping, side thrust holds, bend the knees, elbow underneath shoulder, up. I'm holding 1 minute right here, down under control, switch on the other side, up, hold 1 minute right there. Now we're gonna do some corrective exercises. The first one, I'm laying prone, which simply means on my stomach, tuck my chin, neutral spine. I'm gonna get some surfers in for 1 minute. All I care about is that I'm under control and that my arms do not hit the ground. So arms right here, one at a time, one at a time. A lot harder than it looks. Then I'm gonna go prone opposites, make a fist, left arm, right leg, 30 seconds, switch sides, 30 seconds. Again, I'm gonna train the ankle joint, this time single leg, so it's gonna be a little bit more difficult. Start fully dorsiflexed, that heel down, great stretch, pause at the top, 1, 2, 3, up 1, 30 seconds, switch, 1, 2, 3, up 1, 1, 2, 3, up 1. Once I've done that for a minute, now I'm gonna go heel walks. Heels are on the ground, toes are up, walking down on my heels, and then I'm gonna come back with my toes facing in. So going down, my heels are out, coming back, heels in, 1 minute, 1 minute.